to the shop and stuff like that, please just come over and ask. It's not a huge problem. If you do it at the end of the day and you're definitely not here, then we kind of know why you're not here and just expect your life ban in the post. Okay, format of the competition. Round the back is the warm-up area, small holding area in that side there for you to sort of like gather your thoughts and that sort of stuff. It'll be the same format as normal. Next lifter is followed by blah, 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 blah. When you come out, you do your lift. You have 1 minute to go to the table and pass your next lift in. If you have not done it within that minute, if you failed the lift, you'll just get the same lift again. If you pass the lift, it'll go up by 2.5 kilograms, and that's it. And once that's gone in, it's gone in. You can't change the lift, all right? So it is up to you to make sure you have gone there in that minute post-lift to do it. Okay, everyone happy with that? The equipped squat, just by the way that the system works, all right, in the equipped squat, there's only one flight of squat. The unequipped lifters will lift first, all right, then the equipped lifters lift in a rounds system. So everyone unequipped will do their first lift, followed by everyone equipped doing their first lift, everyone doing their second lift, everyone doing their third lift. So if you are a 52.5 kilo equipped squatter, don't expect to see your name first, wait until this flight comes up for the next time round. It'll make sense as it goes. Any questions, please come and ask. In terms of rack heights, as soon as this brief finishes, everyone doing squat is to get their rack heights in to sort of like our lovely assistants around the back. We're going to take your names, give you rack height. All right? You have up until 10 o'clock to do that. Between 10 and 10:30, we will be taking bench rack heights. The benches around the back. They're exactly the same as what's on here, so there's no need to worry about that. So make sure you get your bench rack heights done as well. For those people who we don't capture, there will be a thing beforehand. But of course, every time we need to stop to wait for things, delays the end of the competition. On that note, there's been a couple of people come up to me and bless you for doing it, all right? What time will the competition finish? Okay, so first of all, this is the National Championships. There are like 13 flights or something to go through. There are 200 different lifts today and all that sort of stuff. It's not going to be finished by 11, all right? It's not going to be finished in time for you to catch the chippy run at 1, all right? You might be able to go to the chippy run and come back, but that's it. It's the Nationals. It's going to last all day. Then, of course, you have the lovely thing of the handing out all the medals and that for all of you that have done so well winning stuff, all right? So, please don't come up to the desk, go in. What time does flight 9 of deadlift start? To the minute, all right? Because bear in mind, the way these things work is, someone's called out, they've got a minute to come to the platform. They come to the platform, they do that. The next person gets called out, they've got a minute to come through. If everyone takes their minute to come out and their minute to hand in their next lift, the competition is as long as that takes. If everyone sprints out doing it straight away, the competition goes a little bit quicker. Most of all though, if everyone's just there on time to start the event, to start their flight, the event will go quicker, okay? If you're in the deadlift, and that's the only event you're doing today, and you come and ask permission to say, can I leave the venue because I'm going to go shopping in Nottingham or whatever it is you want to do, or you're going to go to Skegness and enjoy the sun, all right? And your event starts before you get back, not our bag, all right? Don't be planning on it's not going to start till X. If you want to go away and come back a couple of hours later, that's entirely up to you, but if you miss the start time for your event, you've missed the start time for your event. Okay, the flight list. The only flight list that was missing off the wall was the flight 8 deadlift, which I think Anne was the 125 lifters. Yes. So everyone who was a 125 deadlifter, you're flight 8. All right, but just as a, as long as you've had a weigh-in card, don't worry, you're in the system, all right? Don't worry about it, all right? So we've made it an extra special surprise for all of you, because you can't see who you're lifting against until the flight starts, because we thought you guys would really enjoy that, all right? Finish time we've already spoke about, rack heights we've already spoke about, drug testing we've already spoke about. Look, everyone's done really fantastic to be here. All of you are planning on trying to be able to get to Rome, if that's what you want to do, okay? Hopefully the Pope will last a bit longer than that, otherwise hotel accommodation is going to be really tight in Rome, all right, especially if the Pontiff's getting sort of like sworn in that Saturday as well, okay? It could be a bit dodgy for Rome accommodation. So, that's what we're aiming at. Remember, if you finish in the top 3 of your age and weight class, you have qualified to go to an international. The seniors, i.e. anyone aged between 24 and 39, you, in the lifting, are in the open class. So what that means is, if you are against 14-year-olds and 89-year-olds, of which there is one, and you get beaten by them, you are whatever position you finish in the open class. But as a senior, you will get one of your top 3 finishes to go to an international. I hope that makes sense. Okay, because as an open lifter, you should be beating young children and not beating children at the moment, but you should be physically stronger than what they are anyway. Okay, at this point, I welcome any questions that will not be classed as silly questions. However, should you come to the desk in 10 minutes' time with a silly question, we'll get everyone to be quiet again. We'll read out your silly question so that you can do it. So at this point in time, has anyone got any questions about the format, drugs testing, or whatever it might be to clarify for the lifters? Because if you've got the question, someone else might have it as well. Yes, please. Yeah, there'll be a centre lift out if you need it. If you have your coach come out with you to either centre lift off on the bench or assist with a squat, and they make a mistake, you can't ask for a lift again. If a spotter or loader makes a mistake, then there's a method in which that can be done. But if you want your coach to do it, then you just tell the spotters and loaders, my coach is giving my centre lift off or something like that, yeah. So that's cool, not a problem at all. Lifting is starting at 10:30, okay, and that will start with the squat, all right? Yeah, I just said that. I know we're married in that lot, but I did honestly just say that. Yeah. Okay. My wife has just informed me, don't forget, if you're doing a centre lift off for your colleague as you have to get out the way. The referee will not give the start command until the person who's lifted off is out of the way. So if your coach stands there, sort of like admiring their work, having just landed it off lovely, everyone else will just admire it as well. Okay, simple as that. So, come and get your kit checked if you're unsure for the equipped lifting. Now, all IPF kit is IPF kit, right? IPF approved means nothing more than someone's paid £10,000 to have that piece of kit registered to be IPF approved. It's no different than anything else. As long as you do not have to be wearing IPF approved kit. First of all, we're not the IPF, but secondly, that's just all about meeting the requirements of it. So therefore, if you have a bench shirt that's made by Chipping Norton, Mr. Burgundy's own type thing, as long as it is single ply, not double seamed, not this, that and the other, that's perfectly fine. All right, it doesn't have to be IPF or anything else approved kit, but if you're unsure, then please come and see one of the referees to do it, okay? Normally what we tend to find is it's knee wraps and things like that that tend to be a bit, because obviously after a while they begin to stretch and all those kinds of things. Okay, any other questions, guys?
Just one.
Yes, ma'am.
Where you do an unequipped and equipped, right, where they run after one another.
You on about your deadlift?
I am.
Yeah, so deadlift, mate, don't worry about that. So you're in one of the first flights and the equipped flights at the end. Yeah, so you'll be nice and spread out.
That's beautiful.
And that's the same for the bench as well. Anyone who's doing equipped and unequipped benching, which I don't think there is anyone, is there? Maybe one. Equipped and unequipped benching. There is space between that and that. All right, it's not quite like CrossFit or High Rock. All right, but don't expect an hour rest. Just consider your unequipped to be your warm up for your equipped. Okay. Any other questions, guys? Yes, please. So it's not mandatory. 100% it's not mandatory. You wander onto that platform though with something that's wrong, you'll just fail the lift. Okay, because you'll be given the opportunity for a kit check. And if you haven't taken that opportunity, that's what it is. But remember, at your divisionals, you should have been wearing the correct kit to come through. Because what we're trying to do is give some of the ownership back to the lifters. You know what your kit is, you know what you're like, and every single one of you, when you did your membership, ticked a box to say, I comply with the rules of the BDFPA. So by definition, you've all read the rule book. Okay? Simple as. Who reads the small print, really? But come on. Yes, mate. You read the small print. Cool. Take your own.